Hey, hey, it's me again. Hey, see again. Please, can I see you every day? You didn't know what you were looking for. Do not worry, I will not sing all sorts of cheap trick songs, but this is how my brain works, okay? This is how my brain works. I say something, it reminds me of a song, I sing the song. Is that so wrong? Is that so wrong? Hey, everybody. I see a Beth, I see a Jenny, I see a Becky, I see a Becca, I see a Jocelyn, I see a Nancy. Carla Jane, I told you I can be reliable. Maria Vega, I see you there where we go, and I saw Cat Mama. Penny Myers, this may be a surprise to you, but not to the people on the Destination Decluttered mailing list. Because here's the deal. Heidi D, nice to see you, and 80 Girls Forever. Wasn't that just like a hot minute since I was doing a TikTok live just a few hours ago? Huh? Jess in LA, nice to see you. I'm in it, yeah. So here's the deal, friends. Mars Espy, nice to see you. Here's the deal. This might possibly be our last week of TikTok, so I am going to make the most of it. I want to connect with the people that know me, and I also want to let all the people who may not know about Destination Decluttered know that I'm showing up. So, Barb, nice to see you, and yay, okay, Penny, I'm glad you're on the mailing list. So here's the deal. Where is our laundry troop group? So here's a funny thing, Carla. I was going to do this TikTok live from the kitchen because we have a small house. So our kitchen is right next to what we call the nook. And that's where we have the back door and the washer and dryer. I was going to do it in there, but my dryer is going on because somebody here at the 3 o'clock TikTok live encouraged me, as I was encouraging thee, to do some laundry. There we go. Julie says, I'm here, moving to the laundry room. So I threw a load of laundry into the washer at the end of the last TikTok live, and now it's already in the dryer. And not to show off, but there were like 5 or 6 pieces of random clothing in the dryer, so I fluffed that up and folded it, and oh my god, I actually put it away. I think a couple of my husband's t-shirts are there, but yay. So yeah, if anybody, this was the thing, people were okay, well, love it. Gen X is grabbing her dryer stuff now. Join in the laundry club, people. I am going to show up on so many TikTok lives this week that, heck, maybe after TikTok goes away, you don't need me because you're going to be decluttered, you know? Now, I love this. Washing snow playing clothes. So much fun. Radical Gal put some laundry in, took a shower, and ready to do more laundry and get it done. And let's have fun while we get it done, all right? So, I did not take a shower. Next time you see me, which will be in just a couple hours for my final TikTok live of the day. No, so Penny, oh my God. Have you seen the most recent list? Okay, so this morning around 10 a.m., I am definitely going to move to YouTube, Mars, but let me explain something, okay? This morning I woke up really bummed out about a lot of stuff. And I said, what can I do about it? Now, I can't change everything, but I can change what I do. And I decided I wanted to do something I enjoy that I'm going to miss if it goes away, frankly, which is TikTok Lives. And I said, well, I already have one scheduled for every day this week. And I said, well, look at your calendar. Maybe you can fit a few more in there. And I'm doing it right now. So here I am. This is my 3rd TikTok Live of the day. And each day this week, I'm going to do multiple TikTok Lives. Okay, if you want to know when those are, and many of you obviously do because you knew I was going to be right on the top of the hour at 6 p.m. Eastern. But if some of you don't and you're like, oh, this sounds interesting, Destination Decluttered is my website, destinationdecluttered.com. My name is Beth, Decluttering Life Coach. Hello. And there's a mailing list you can sign up for, and the mailing list people get access to the schedule. Okay, hope that helps. Anastasia, I'm starting the load that's been in the washer since yesterday. Awesome. Do it, friend. And the neat thing is, here's something I noticed about, we're going to really have some tidy houses. One of the many services I provide to remind you that you can have fun and get it done, that we can chunk it down, that you don't have to hate laundry. Here's the interesting thing about laundry. I was thinking about this as I was doing my own laundry. If you say, I hate laundry, laundry is such a pain in my butt, I want you to get curious, okay? I love it. Chris Starr has got their clothes in the dryer. Kate Kager, nice to see you. What part of laundry do you hate the most? Which is the part that you are least enthusiastic about? Chunk it down. Get curious. Because the thing that's interesting to me about laundry is this. We are so lucky that we have laundry machines. All we have to do is put it in the washing machine, set it, and forget it until 40 minutes later. And then we take it from the washing machine, we put it in the dryer, we set it and forget it until we dry it and wash it and fold it. Okay? Okay, so here's the deal. So I love it. This is where we get curious. Putting it away seems to be the recurring theme. Notice this, my dears. The laundry is not, you're mad at the wrong thing. Don't be mad at the clean laundry you're trying to find homes for. Get mad at, if anything, the laundry that's taking up, the clothing that is taking up space in your drawers or in your closet that makes it difficult for you to put that away. Get curious about the clothing that never becomes laundry. What do I mean by that? I'll tell you what I mean by that. I mean the clothing that takes up valuable real estate in your bureau, your dresser, your chifforobe, your closet, wherever you put your laundry, your clothing. Notice the clothing you don't wear that makes it difficult for you to take good care of the clothing you do wear. The clothing you wear turns into laundry because we stink it up and it gets all gross, and then we wash it and we dry it and we fold it. And then we go to try to put it away. But you know who's taking up, who's hanging out, taking up room? Is the clothing we're not wearing anymore. So don't be mad at the laundry. Don't be mad at anything. But notice you are directing your ire in the wrong direction. Okay? Now Gen X hates carrying it. Okay, maybe you can carry smaller amounts. Maybe you need a better container that makes it easier to carry. I did this. I got these little kind of collapsible hampers that have handles on them. And I have 2.5 of them. We have 2, and then we just started like a little bag for a third. Light clothes goes in one, dark clothes goes in another. And when one of them is up to a certain level, and we see it pretty much every day because these 2 hampers are in the bathroom closet, when it gets kind of 3/4 of the way, 2/3 of the way full, we know that that's about the size of a laundry, a load of laundry, the official. So notice that, okay? Yeah, so M. Jar is saying, I hate laundry because I have too many clothes and putting it all away is a challenge. Notice you even say yourself, you have too many clothes. Why don't we do something about that? Why don't we do something about that? Okay? We do this. Oh, Donna Joe's like, what's a chifforobe? It's an antique armoire. Yes, it is. So very cool. Okay. Yeah, Faith is offering, just so you guys, Faith is offering, I didn't like it when I didn't have space in the drawer. Now I have reduced inventory and it's easier. Yes. Okay. Okay. Danny's Mess says, I hate folding laundry, so I hang everything up. It's so much easier. I have tried all the folding hacks. Find something that works for you. Yeah. Find something that works for you. Now, Cashmore is saying, I don't hate laundry because it's something that I can actually get accomplished. Yes. Melissa is asking where you can find me when TikTok goes away. If it goes away, I will be most likely on YouTube. However, big asterisk right here. I got a big asterisk. Just get on my mailing list, because if I change my mind and you look for me on YouTube but I'm somewhere else, you're going to be like, where the hell is she? If you're on my mailing list, I can tell everybody, oh, guess what? I found some really cool place we're going to be. So get on my mailing list. DestinationDecluttered.com is my website. That's where you find all the good stuff. That's where well, technically, all the good stuff really goes to the people on the mailing list. So get on the mailing list at DestinationDecluttered.com, and then you get access to a secret page that has all the cool stuff on it. Okay? So there's that. Notice what works for you laundry-wise. Notice, get curious about the part of the process that bugs you the most, and let's solve for that. Danny doesn't like the folding, so they hang the stuff. Now, I love this. Lazy Paws Club says, I dropped off my car full of shit at Goodwill yesterday. There we go. Anastasia says, strange. I had limited laundry and kept it up. Then I cluttered it all over again. Am I crazy? No, you're not crazy. Clutter happens when other stuff is going on. Clutter happens to all of us. Even me, decluttering like awesome person who's telling other people how to be decluttered. Clutter will accumulate. Clutter is the evidence of life. Notice the rooms you don't live in, stay neat. Notice the rooms you spend a lot of time in tend to get cluttered. So getting cluttered is part of life. But getting so cluttered that it piles up and you're overwhelming, that's a different story. Now, I love it. This is another, notice different people have different opinions about the laundry. Kate Kager is saying, I love doing the laundry. I will get mesmerized by watching the agitator and it takes away all my stress. Notice that. I like having clean laundry, so I don't mind doing it. It is easy for me. I have made a very simple, easy laundry process. So you know what the thing I love about laundry is it does not ignite my nervous system. I just do it and it's no big deal. And what helps doing it is when I don't have too much to do. Okay. Yes, Jelly Bean, Nighttime Beth, totally different, only because it's possibly the last week of TikTok. This is not sustainable for me, I will swear, but I am showing up so extra for you guys this week. This isn't even, Jelly Bee, this isn't even my late TikTok. I'm going to do one at 9 p.m. Eastern. If I fall asleep, can you wake me up? Okay. But I want to reach out. I want to get people while I can, both the people that are familiar with me, to remind you to get on the mailing list, and also possibly introduce myself to new people who don't even know that I exist, because I'm usually the East Coast early bird and I'm usually clocked out by this time. But since we possibly may have limited amount of time in the on the TikTok space, I am carpe dieming. I am seizing the day, and I said I would rather show up a lot now than regret it when it goes away. Okay? So in case we haven't met, because I'm rarely on TikTok at this time, my name is Beth. I am a decluttering life coach, and my coaching is called Destination Decluttered. Why Destination Decluttered, you say? I will answer you. It's because I like to think of things as a road trip as opposed to a commute. That your life is a car and you drive it and you can steer anywhere you want to go. Okay? But I love helping people with clutter because I used to be wicked cluttered, and now instead of being cluttered, I just love the stuff I have. There was something somebody said. Oh, Can LTB says, you have helped me to start shopping in my own closet. Yes. Pretend it's not your closet at all. We have fun here. Pretend it's not even your closet. Pretend you're going to the store and you have nothing, you just look at these things. Would you buy them again? Are you excited to wear them? Would you buy them, or would you leave those things on the rack? If you would leave them on the rack at the store, get curious why it's still hanging in your closet. There's a story there. What's the story? Morning Glory. There we go. Ms. Prentice. Oops. Always goes following through. Okay, we got a wicked lot of things. Miss Prentice, nice to see you. My Chinese spy and I will definitely miss seeing you on TikTok if it goes away. Yeah, I will miss seeing a lot of y'all. But this is why, and y'all, Carla said the y'all, okay? And I'm going to do something about it. I'm going to hang out here on TikTok as if nothing's changing. Well, actually, no, I stand corrected. I'm going to hang out here even more because I know it might go away. And I say this to you as an encouragement. Everything in life will go away at some point. People, opportunities, buildings, food. Do the things you want to do sooner rather than later. Okay? But do not fear. I will not disappear. It's just the way we are temporarily connected at the moment. If TikTok goes away, you can still stay connected with me and what I do, and we can still hang out and do these things. I'll just be doing it somewhere else. Probably on YouTube, but not 100% sure, so get on my mailing list so you don't have to worry. I will let you know where I am. And I might be popping around to a few different places. That's how I found TikTok way back in the day, is I was doing TikTok lives, Facebook lives, Instagram lives, and YouTube lives. Nobody showed up on the other three, and people started following me on TikTok, so I started hanging around here more. Now, I love it. Erica Lynn says, I decluttered my exercise equipment and have a box of stuff to donate that I'm not going to use. I love it. Yay, good stuff, people. I also decluttered the entertainment stand and have a whole bag of VHSs to donate to the thrift store. Feels so good. Feels so good. Okay? There we go. Yes, a Destination Decluttered Marathon. And trust me, I am not a marathon runner, but I will show up. Okay, SaberFun6606 didn't see you till just now. See? This is why I'm showing up. Now, I will share with you. I don't do my best work at night. I will endeavor to bring my best self here from 6 to 7 Eastern and from 9 to 10 Eastern tonight, and also all week until Friday. I am showing up multiple times throughout the day and the evening because I want to make sure that I did my darndest to let people know, people who struggle with clutter, know that there's help out there, and I might be the help that you've been looking for, but we never met because you're a night owl and I'm an early bird. But if TikTok is going away, I want to use the time I have to connect up with as many people as I can, okay? So I heartily recommend that you get on my mailing list. I would say follow me here on TikTok, but that could be over in a minute. That can be over by this time next week, sadly. And even if it wasn't over next week, I am traveling next Friday to the following for a week. So even if TikTok, they decide to save it at the 11th hour, I still won't be on TikTok the week of the 17th to the 28th because I'm going to be away. Okay? So I'm here for you extra now. All right? So here we go. I love it. Danny's has a good way to do the laundry. You do stuff. I'm already getting tired, says somebody. Yeah, it's okay. Here, I'm backing up. I'm backing up here. I love it. There we go. Awesome sauce. I'm already getting tired. I did get a lot done today. Conserving what's left of my energy. Yes. Never end the day on an empty tank. If your gas gauge is going low, be mindful of how you spend those last few miles. I would much rather you stop while you still have gas in your tank than run on empty. So conserve what you have. Okay? Conserve what you have. That is good. All right. Louisiana, love it. Celia is asking, hi, how do I best schedule my decluttering into my calendar? I will help you with that because I freaking love calendars. My calendar is the thing that allowed me to say yes to 4 TikTok lives today, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. So Celia, I offer this. Look at your daily calendar and look at what you already have scheduled. Then take a look and notice the time of day, just in general, where you tend to be the sharpest. When things you do feel easier. Now for me, that's typically in the morning to early afternoon. That's when I typically do my TikTok lives. I do my coaching. I do consultations for people who want to become one-on-one clients with me. I tend to schedule that stuff early because that's when I'm done. That's where I'm better. So I say this, Celie, schedule at a time that it makes it feel easy to do it. Now, sadly, not everybody has the flexible schedule that I do, and I realize that because I have not always had a flexible schedule, except for when I worked retail, but even then. So if your current schedule, your work schedule, takes advantage of the time that you usually have things done early, what I offer is just schedule a short amount of time at some point when it feels easy. Set a timer, 15 to 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. Every little bit helps. And practice showing up a little bit at a time. Okay? Yeah. All right, here we go. Now it's funny. Somebody said they were thinking about Jim Croce. I probably said, did I say I was going to save time in a bottle? Did I? Or was I talking about don't mess around with Jim? Oh, Ms. Krentis says, in all seriousness, you have helped me so much. We'll definitely follow up wherever you are. Yay. Thank you so much, hon. It has been a joy being here. But I'm not talking about TikTok in the past tense. I'm going to live in the now, and I'm going to savor the time we have here. It may be extra sweet because it's like we know it's going to go away. Okay, now here's the interesting thing. Terra La Vie, why is it so much easier to declutter while watching lives? I swear it's when I do my best work. Awesome. You know what it might be? I'm just throwing it out there. I don't diagnose anybody, but I work with enough people who have ADHD that it might be something that's like what we call body doubling or the buddy system, or, you know, just not feeling alone when you're doing it might make it easier. The other thing too is this is one of my phrases, but I talk about how you have like two voices in your head. You've got what I call your backseat driver and your co-pilot. Your backseat driver is like that nagging, crabby voice who's always telling you suck and things are hard and don't do it and fear and, you know, just bad mouthing all the time. Sometimes what happens, and at least when I do my TikTok lives, I speak in what I call the co-pilot voice. I call everything, like I just always refer to things like in a car, like a driving thing. Co-pilot. This is the person next to you who says, where are we going? Do you know? Okay, I will help you get there. I have the map, I get the snacks, I know how to get there, I make it fun. I encourage you. I remind you to pull over when you're tired. I say, it's okay, you did good stuff. I congratulate you on what you do, and we forgive ourselves for what we don't do. I am a co-pilot. So my words and my tone and my approach runs counter to the backseat driver. I'm the opposite of the backseat driver. So when I speak like this, it's almost like when you have like sound waves and you have a positive one and you have a negative one, and when they're together, they cancel each other out. So maybe listening to me quiets down your backseat driver and you can just putter around and hear something else versus your negative voice in your head. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it, okay? Boston Mama says, I'm so happy you're on again. I've gotten so much done. Me too. And you know what I realized? I'm going to be here for another 22 minutes. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to leave you guys here for a sec because I want to get my water bottle. Okay, here, I'll give you something cute to look at. Here. And no, it's not me, but here, I'll give you some stuff to look at. Here, I'll be right back. All right, there we go. Thank you for allowing me to do that, all right? I just realized my voice was getting kind of scratchy, and I told myself one of my things on my own habit tracker is to drink more water. So there we go. All right. Everybody, drink some water, okay? It's good for you. It's supposed to be good for you, all right? So, good stuff. Yay. That one persona, I'm going to amplify what you said because this is so important. That one persona says, didn't get as much done as I wanted, but did get a little done. And I'm learning to be okay with that. So good, so good, so good. Because this is how we do it here. This is how we do it. We do it low and slow, a little bit at a time. That's the way you get anywhere. The pyramids were a brick at a time. The Wall by Pink Floyd was a brick at a time. I know that's a bad one. Walking across America starts at a brick, you know, a pace at a time. The Boston Marathon is a step at a time, just wicked fast because they're running. Everything can be broken. Where the hell did that come from? Everything can be broken down into smaller bits. Smaller bits make it easier to get started. So be happy with any progress you make, and then you're more likely to show up the next day and do it. And there's nothing wrong with congratulating yourself about what you did. That sets you up to realize the next day when you go to do something, oh, that wasn't that bad. It was kind of fun. Okay? I hope that helps. Lisa, you can totally get on my mailing list. Yes. I'm probably going to repeat it a bunch of times. No biggie. Destination Decluttered. DestinationDecluttered.com is my website. Go to the home page. Just type that in. Scroll down to the bottom of the page. There's a little form. Put your email address in there. Promise me you're not a robot because I do not coach robots. Get on my mailing list, and then you will get access to all sorts of fun stuff. There's like a free habit tracker you can download and print out. You will be invited to some decluttering parties. We had 4 of them this month. We raised over $600 for the women's shelter in my town. Thank you so much, everybody who got your tickets. I feel Like I could cry about how awesome that is, because while we are helping ourselves with clutter, we are also helping people that lack any even basic necessities. So how awesome is that? And also, you will get access to this week's TikTok Live schedule, because this week I'm doing a wicked lot of TikTok Lives, more than ever before. That's why I'm kind of going around the house. I was like, oh my God, if I'm sitting at my desk every day for like 4 or 5 or 6 TikTok Lives or however many, I will not be fun. So that's why I'm trying to do it with a different background. Making it fun for myself. There we go. Oh, Judy, the one that makes the cards. Nice to see you. All right. Declutter after dark. Very funny. There we go. Mary is saying, I'm actually an evening person. Yeah, we are all wired differently. We all have circadian rhythms. We are all like, my husband gets his best work done between 10 p.m. and 3 a.m. That's when I'm going to bed. But I get up at like 6 or 7 or 7 or 8, and I do good stuff. So we have a nice little Venn diagram of time we get along. But honor how you are wired and be cool with it, and work towards, use your strengths and minimize your weaknesses. And there's no weaknesses, you know? All right. So, here we go. Right. Have nothing in your home you don't love and think is cute. I remember that one. Okay. I am trying to just, I was trying to scroll, so I saw the things, and then TikTok. I'm always going to be complaining about that. There we go. Yes, baby steps are better than no steps at all. I love that Trudy's taken down the Christmas tree takedown. Lisa just signed up. Awesome. I love it. Hey, Oceanana, nice to see you. We've been hanging out a lot together today. Yay. Oceanana had a rice cooker that never got used. Pulled it out of the pantry and going in the trash. Love it. Yep, or you can donate it. There we go. I love it. Gen X says, we had sewer pipe issues last week, so I took the opportunity to unclutter the basement. Yes, please. Had to move a lot of stuff for the plumber. Okay. Here's something I want to offer to you. People were mentioning the LA fires. Devastating, tragic. Part of decluttering is giving you peace of mind. When you declutter, make sure you know where your truly important things are, and that they're easy to grab and easy to get out of your house in case a disaster happens. It is so much better to prepare for something like that and have it never happen than to not prepare and something tragic happens and then you're scrambling. Okay? So, Farm Girl, hey, yes, this is the 3rd time you've seen me. You're going to see me multiple times this week if you happen to be on TikTok. What I'm trying to do is make the most of the time we have together. I'm so glad we had this time together, just to have a laugh and sing a song. Seems we just got started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long. Was that Carol Burnett? Good night, everybody. But yeah, our time on TikTok may be coming to an end. I don't know. But if it is, you know what? I'm going to go out with a bang, not a whimper. I'm not going to obey in advance. I'm not going to be all sad. I'm going to be like, no, I'm going to show up and show up and show up. Okay? So that's me. I don't know about you, but that's me. All right. I love it. User 9410 says, I got my 5 things and more removed from my house since you're live earlier. And yes, you can do it. Okay? Okay. There was Carol Burnett. Thank you, Farm Girl. Okay? I know it needed to be auto-tuned, but the sentiment was sincere. Okay? Yeah, Ms. Seashell says, yes, I watched a lady who said she had to grab stuff in a panic because she never packed anything. Already, I will share this. I have a place where I moved our important papers to be closer to the family. Like there's a box of like silverware I have that I want to make sure gets saved. But ideally what I'm going to do, and it's funny, I'm looking at this tote right here that's going to have these Christmas lights. My Christmas lights? Those are going away tomorrow, but I just like the glow of them. I'm going to put the stuff in a plastic tote so that if we ever have to grab stuff and go, it's going to be ready to go. Okay? MC Shiksa, I am a wealth of pop culture knowledge. I am Gen X true through and true. Okay? And I watched a wicked lot of TV in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond. And actually not in the beyond. No, the 90s a little bit, but once I moved down the beach, I'm rambling, I know. I watched a lot of TV and listened to the radio a lot as a child. That informed what I do. Okay? Amy's asking, where will I have my lives? If TikTok goes away, most likely on YouTube. However, if I change my mind, if something better comes up that I don't even know about yet, I want you to know where that is too. So hop on my mailing list, destinationdecluttered.com. I will let everybody know that. And please know, I do not spam you with scheduled emails. I don't schedule my emails. I don't like an automatic email. I like an organic, hey, I was thinking of you and I have something to share, so I'm going to send you an email kind of email. That's how I roll. Okay, right. There you go. Carol Burnett tugged at the ear. There we go. Thank you so much, people. Yes, don't forget meds and medical equipment. All important stuff in a binder. Yeah, I don't know when they're removing TikTok. I don't honestly know. I am not a wealth of information as far as that goes. But what I do know, and I want you to think of this, is if this ship is sinking, I am building a life raft. I am a life raft. My life raft is expandable. Bring your floaties. We're going to have a good time. But just because this is going away doesn't mean we can't all still hang out together. We'll just hang out somewhere else. My hope, honestly, is that this is my hope, that there's stuff going on in the background that we are not even aware of, and it's actually something good. I hope that something is going on in the background so that at the 11th hour, when we think all hope is lost, somebody swoops in who says we're going to keep TikTok Live or TikTok in the US, because I enjoy this platform. If that happens, we're all set. We're all set. We know each other. No big deal. However, if that does not happen, we are also prepared. So it's a win-win situation to hop on my mailing list, okay? Yeah, and totally, latchkey kids watched a lot of TV. It's true. Yeah. So, yeah, and see, Miss Seashell went to Lemonade and Blue Sky in preparation for the day it goes away. I will share this with you. I was going to do that. Lemonade is owned by the same people that own TikTok, so I'm thinking that the government is going to have the same issues with them. That's my supposition. And then also, I signed up for Blue Sky because I heard a lot of people doing it. And here's the goofy thing. This is me. As soon as I signed up, I'm like, oh, this is just like Twitter. And I will tell you, I used to work in social media years ago. When Twitter first came, I was an early adopter to that. I actually met some really cool people on Twitter, but I lost my enjoyment of it fairly early on, so I haven't been on Twitter for a while. So I will not be on Blue Sky because I do not enjoy the interface. I enjoy a more visual-based interface than words. So I am much more, let's say, Instagram versus Twitter. I'm even more so, obviously, TikTok, but I'm not going to be on any of the meta platforms either because I respect truth and being able to have people be called out when they lie. And since Zuckerberg has done away with that, I flip the bird to him and I say, I don't want to play with you anymore. Okay? Julie Brown Haney found 85 cents. I love it. Very cool. Every little bit helps. There we go. Yeah. 150 million, 170 million love TikTok also. It is insane. I agree. I agree 100%. I think it's completely ludicrous. I know that TikTok has positively impacted my life more so than so many things. And the absence of TikTok will, I don't want to say decimate, that's too strong a word. It will negatively impact my life in a lot of ways. Okay? Yes. So I am going to figure out a good place for us to go. I'm like a mama duck that way. I'm going to make sure my ducklings that we go to a good place. Okay? Yes. Okay? Yep. So, it's 6:34 Eastern Time. If we haven't met before, my name is Beth. I'm a decluttering life coach here on TikTok for the next many days. Destination Decluttered. Yeah. How can we use this time together for good? Okay? Yes, we are all going to have to pivot. Yes, we are being flexible. We are not giving up. We are being flexible. Okay? Learning to be flexible and not letting this stuff get you down. Okay? So many good things about here. We can carry the good stuff with us somewhere else. Okay? Yes, I actually, Tabitha, 100%, I'm looking at Neptune, and somebody else mentioned Clapper. I haven't even looked at it. But this is why I highly recommend the easiest thing you can do right now that will be that you don't have to worry about where I go while I figured it all out is get on my mailing list, destinationdecluttered.com. So when I know where I'm going to land, even if it's a couple of different places while we experiment with it, and I ask you, do you like this interface? Are you having fun? Think this, we can remain together. Okay? So I'm going to I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Now I feel like I've got, no, who was that? Just leave me alone. I'll figure it out. All I wanted was one Pepsi. No, I can't remember who it is. I want to say social. Anybody? Any punk rockers here? All I wanted was a Pepsi and she wouldn't give it to me. I love this. Penny cleaned up the kitchen while agreeing with you. I love it. Here's a fun thing. I just noticed that my dryer went off. So my towels may be dry or I may have to turn it on again and clean the lint filter. So I am getting stuff done. Look at me. I set it and forget it. Laundry is a thing that does itself. How cool is that? So, there we go. Thank you. And a very clever way of phrasing that, comrade. I love it. See, I was close. No, it wasn't Social D. I will say 80s girl. That's what was coming to mind. But comrade right above you is correct on that one. Yes. Glasnost, okay? It's okay. We are not playing musical trivia here, all right? We're just having some fun, all right? So speaking of having fun and getting stuff done, what does your week look like? Do you have some good stuff scheduled in your days this week? I do. I wrote them down and I'm going to make them happen. But I encourage you, Sundays are a great day to really sit there and make a map of your week. Okay? Make a map of your week. What are some things you could do today that, like a map, goes from point A to point B, or at least on the way to point B? On the way to point B, I fell in love with you. I'll be here all week. Table 17, your pizza's ready. On the way to Cape May, on the way to your destination, what are some things you can do to get there? Okay? All right? What are some things you can do? Amy is in Iceland. How freaking cool is that? Thank you for being on the TikTok. There we go. Tiffany, thank you for telling me I have a lovely singing voice. A lovely singing voice. Yes, and don't forget to tip your waitresses. Exactly. I often say, I'll share this with you. 80s girl, I often say enjoy the veal, but I don't like veal. So what I do is I flip it and I say, table 17, your pizza's ready. I got to figure out what table it is because I want to actually give that insider scoop to That Thing You Do, one of my favorite movies of all time. That when they're at Villa Pianos, the place down near the airport, that it's table 17, your pizza's ready. That's what I want to, I kind of flip that around. But yes, I am totally in the Fozzie Bear school of comedy here. I am like a one-woman vaudeville show. I have fun. Kara, nice to see you. Kara, I hope you got some good stuff done in the garage today. I hope you did, my dear. Oops. Whoa. And then I kick it over. This is what happens to me. This is what happens to me when I use a yoga block precariously balanced as a thing to keep my phone up where I can actually look at it and I don't look like I'm all chin. Hey, there we go. Maria Vega's in the process of losing weight. You're decluttering your body. You're decluttering the stuff you don't want anymore. Rock on. I know how tough it is to lose weight. So, bravo. Brava. Round of applause. Good stuff, hon. But let me just give you a little hug, too. Love yourself no matter what weight you are. I know it's not easy. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, funny. User 6242 says, is the movie called That Thing You Do? Is that movie called That Thing You Do? It is. That movie changed my life. That movie changed my life. I would not be sitting here with you now if that movie did not exist. Thank you, Tom Hanks. Okay, and Adam Schlesinger. And all the little people of Stonehenge. Yes, that thing you do. I could go on about it, but we're talking clutter. Kara got some good stuff done in her garage today. Gave away a bunch of stuff, 2 loads of wash, and went to tea. Oh yeah, and created a YouTube. No biggie. Yeah, good stuff. Cat Roby, check you out. Look, I rarely see you part of these times, but I'm rarely here at night myself, right? Yay, you guys are getting something too. Yeah, declutter. This one goes to 11. It does. So 9 minutes in, and you can see 50% of the floor at her dad's. Love it. How many of us, if not right now, are actively helping other people in our lives with their clutter? How many of us are looking kind of ahead and realizing that if we don't do something now, that parental, that family clutter, that clutter from another mother is coming your way? We can help with that. Yeah, we can help with that. When you learn how to declutter, it's a copy and pastable thing. It's a lather, rinse, repeat kind of head and shoulders type thing. All right. Now, I love it. Cat Roby, weekends are at 82-year-old dads and going through late mom stuff. Cat Roby, my thing is kind of the opposite. I used to do it a number of years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. I did that. I spent like a week, a month for almost a year and a half up in Massachusetts with my then 82-year-old mother going through my late dad stuff. So, yes. And Penny says, I forgot to count the work I do at my mom's. Yeah, we are the sandwich generation, but you know what? We're the double stuff in the Oreo cookie. We're not the chocolatey kind of things. We are the good stuff. But yes, when we know how to declutter, when we have that skill, it makes it easier to deal with the old people clutter and easier to deal with the youngsters clutter. We are, however, our generation, forever young. Am I right? Am I right? Yeah, I'm right. So yeah, damn it, Donna says, me, older people, and then daughter. Yeah, what I'm doing, no, I don't have kids. Never wanted them, never had them. Thank you. Love it. But I love being an auntie. And I do not want to leave a mess for my nieces and nephews. I also don't want to guilt them into keeping any of my stuff. My stuff means something to me. I enjoy my stuff. And I say I, but my husband too. I don't want them to feel guilted into keeping anything. So I am breaking that family chain of being cluttered and feeling guilty about it. Okay. Now, here we go. There we go. Good stuff. Now, I swear to God, you guys are prompting me to sing songs, aren't you? It's wicked funny. User 6242 says, I'm doing returns and exchanges from Christmas. Yes. So I can focus on decluttering this evening. Yes, and returns and exchanges are part of decluttering. They are getting rid of what you don't want. And check it out. That's like one of the very few ways in which you can get 100% of the money that you invested in that stuff back. Even if you buy something and try to sell it on eBay or Etsy or Marketplace, you usually get a fraction of the price. So user 6242, your returns and exchanges are a really important part of decluttering. Even for the fact that you're doing it sooner rather than later, because if you push off doing returns, you may not be able to return after a certain window. So good stuff. Yeah. Now, Awesome Sauce says family clutter became my problem after multiple deaths. Still digging myself out, but I'm doing good. Yay. Now, we are the BOLOGNA in the sandwich, Cat Roby. Does your bologna have a first name? Does your bologna have a second name? I love it. I will share with you guys that I was very reticent to become a life coach or a coach in general. But I remember saying to somebody, I was like, I don't want to coach just anybody. I want to coach the people that get my jokes. That when I say, Schlemiel, Schlemazel, you say Haas and Pfeffer Incorporated. Now, it was funny because I was working with this. It was a friend of mine. She's decades younger than me. And she was like, huh? Okay, whatever. Yes, Damn it, Donna says, I feel like I found my people. Yeah. And here's the wonderful thing. Connection to people you relate to and feel like you get along with is a wonderful feeling. They get me. They like me. They really like me. Okay? And I want to say, we can keep that connection. That is an important part of being a human, is feeling connected. Because think of the opposite. It's feeling alone. Alone. That's how Ben Folds pronounces it. Alone. We don't want to be alone. We want to be connected, and connected to people we get along with that are caring and respecting and all sorts of good stuff. That's this crew here. One of the great things, and I don't want to all of a sudden call in the bad stuff, but I have never had a problem with the TROLLS here on TikTok, except for when I showed up the day after the election and there were some people that tried to make me feel bad, but I just blocked them. Okay? But we are going to continue to hang out. We are just going to possibly hang out someplace differently if TikTok goes away. But this is why I'm going to show up so much this week. I'm going to use the TikTok while we can. We're going to hang out. We're going to have fun. We're going to get stuff done. And I'm just throwing a line out there to anybody who never even heard of me my entire 2.5 years on TikTok, that there is help out there if you're cluttered and you're not alone. It's a whole crew of great people. I love this. Maria is decluttering her chest drawers, listening to me and enjoying the company. Yeah. That's what we did this morning between one TikTok live and another, is I did what I call a decluttering party. Now that's something just for the people on the mailing list, but here's a really cool thing. We got together and we decluttered for an hour and a half together on Zoom, and people got stuff done. It was really great, you know? Cat Roby is totally singing. When you're laughing and you're singing and you're having fun and connecting, aren't those good feelings? Aren't those good feelings? Yeah, we're here to create a good feeling while you're getting stuff done that you may have just been thinking was going to make you feel bad. Now, I love it. Somebody's got a bunch of Amazon returns. Anybody here, if you've got some returns, here's a fun thing. I'm going to be doing this TikTok live for another 13 minutes. Then I'm going to sign off. I'm going to go check the laundry. I'm going to eat something, probably wash my face, fart around, put on some pajamas. I'm going to be back at 9 p.m. I don't know. It seemed like a good idea at the time this morning when I scheduled it. We'll see how it works. It'll be fun. If you have any returns that need to be done, how about this? Either right now or between now and the next TikTok live that I do at 9 p.m. Eastern, why don't you work on your returns? Kara puts any returns and errand stuff right into the car for the next day. I tend to put things close to the back door myself because I don't want to go out to the car because it's a walk. Why don't you try getting your returns done? You'll get your money back. Do that, and then at 9 o'clock, you don't have to stay for the whole TikTok live, but show up and be like, got my returns done, and we'll give you a round of applause, and you'll feel good, and you would have had fun and gotten it done. I love it. Nicole C. says, hallelujah. Christmas tree down and put away. Thank you, Beth. Now, here's the wonderful thing. Sandy, I just saw your it's OSCAR. Yep. Okay. Everybody's singing the baloney song. People say thank you to me when you are the one who's doing the work. You are the one. I didn't take down your Christmas tree. But you know what I did that you can totally do with yourself? I talked nicely to yourself. Okay? I talked nicely to you. I am encouraging. I am encouraging. I am being playful and fun. I am making things seem approachable and easy. I minimize the bad stuff and I say, this won't be that bad, you know? And I say this to you because I want you to take the credit for the creation of your life that you're doing. You are doing good stuff. Take credit for your work, okay? Take credit for your work. There we go. Yeah, see, Julie Brown got a pixie cut and colored dark brown, said I got a Dorothy Hamill. Nobody at my work knew. They didn't know. How would they know? How would they know? No. You found your people. I had a Dorothy Hamill. I did. And here's a fun thing. This is who I am. I don't pretend to be something I'm not. I constantly speak in pop culture metaphors and songs. This is how I communicate. This is my love language. Exactly. So this is how we get together. There we go. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. I see what you're doing there. Oh. Now, Maria Vega is saying, I'm so grateful to find you because I was trying to declutter and it is so difficult and you encouraged me. Yes, encouraged. Here's some courage. You want some? All right? Here's some courage. Yes, because when you don't have courage, when you're afraid and you don't think you're afraid it's going to be hard, when you're afraid it's going to be painful, okay? You don't want to feel pain. Of course, I don't either. I don't know about you, but I'm not a fan of pain. So I try to avoid it. But what I want to reassure you is that sometimes living with clutter is more painful than decluttering. Okay? Yeah. So, we got 10 minutes. We got 10 minutes. I don't know. What do you want to do? I'm here. It's fun. What I love about TikTok Lives is each one of them is different. Each one of them is totally different. It depends on the time of day, the mix of people, the questions, the random pop culture associations. I will share this with you, is that next week, regardless of if TikTok is going away or not, I will not be here. I will be away, but I'm not going to leave you alone because my YouTube channel, of which I've had for a number of years, but I never create content for it directly. My YouTube channel has always been where I have uploaded the recorded TikTok Lives. So if you want kind of the Memorex version, it's not live, it's Memorex. If you want the Memorex version of a TikTok Live, it's still pretty useful. It is. You can pretend it's live. You just won't be interacting. This is one of the reasons why I read the comments, because the comments that you see scrolling by do not carry over to the video. However, everything I say does. The encouraging words, the problem solving, the Happy Days theme song and all that. So while I'm away, I'm not leaving you alone. You can go to my YouTube channel, Destination Decluttered, and pick out a TikTok Live to listen to. Even the ones I'm doing today. Now, I did change something. Previously, on LA Law, I had gate kept the most recent TikTok Live recordings just for the people on the mailing list. Times are different now, and I want to make sure that everybody who's going to be scared about where to show up and is somebody there, I want them to see that I am actively adding videos to my channel. I have gone to some people's YouTube channels to follow them because they have a YouTube link in their TikTok bio, and they haven't updated it in years, so I'm not going to follow them there. So every single TikTok video that I have TikTok Live video that I have ever done in the past 2 years is there, including the one that I just did at 3 o'clock this afternoon. And between 7 and 9 tonight, I'm going to download this one and upload this one. I'm going to try to keep it current. So you will not be alone when I am away, okay? Just want to reassure you of that, okay? Beth, how far back do your TikTok Lives go on YouTube? February of 2023? If not earlier than that. I started, it's comedic actually. You will see how I did my videos when I was first first starting out, and I didn't really know what to do. So I was imitating other people. I was trying to be all professional. I was wearing a lot, like makeup. To me, any makeup is a lot of makeup. And so I was trying to be very generic and whatever. And then I realized, this isn't working. This is not fun. As soon as I showed up and started being myself, that's when it became fun for me. And that's when I started getting followers. Yes. And Mary, you're right. YouTube does have a live too. Early on, I want to say January or February of 2023, I started experimenting. I did a TikTok Live. I would do this. I would take 2 hours and I scheduled it. I did a half-hour TikTok Live and then a half-hour YouTube Live and then a half-hour Instagram Live and a half-hour Facebook Live. And Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube was like a ghost town. This town was coming like a ghost town, man. Okay? TikTok was the place that people we interacted. TikTok is the place that people followed me. So I showed up where the people were. I showed up where it was fun for me. I don't like hanging around in a ghost town with like the the tumbleweeds, tumbling around. So that's why I started showing up on TikTok, and I did the other 4 for a while. I did them all 4 for a while. He said, "This is silly. I'd much rather spend more time on TikTok where people are, and that's why I have as many followers as I do." Now, I'm not really into the number of followers. I'm into quality. You guys are quality people, so I want to hang out with you. Okay? So that's my whole thing. All right? Yeah, sing a song and we'll guess the artist. Oh my God, I am such my dad's daughter in that. Yay, Rochelle is celebrating her success cleaning the basement. Awesome. Okay, very cool stuff. All right. Damn it, Donna, decluttered too much. Now I need 2 living room chairs. Now you get to pick out chairs that really are comfortable, that look good, that function well, and you feel good in them. I love that. Okay. Blonde Cheryl decluttered and reorganized my bathroom closet this weekend. Love it. Go you. So good. Now, Kara's got a goal. Some people call them goals. I call them destinations. Goal. I'm going to clear my sales table in the garage so I can take pictures tomorrow before my next live. Notice what she did. Notice what a couple of really cool things Kara did. She staked a claim. She put a pin in the map. This is what I'm going to do, and this is how long I'm going to give myself to get there. I have a destination. Destination, cleared sales table in the garage. That's where I'm headed, and I'm going to give myself 2 hours to do it. Before my 9 p.m. TikTok live, she's going to get that done. Notice, it's a destination. I'm here. I want to get there, and I'm going to allow myself 2 hours to get there. It's a road trip. I love it. Now, this is funny. Hurt so good. I'm not going to sing any Johnny Mellencamp, Mr. Johnny Cougar, but thank you. And I love it. Chris Starr says, "See you back at 9, hopefully to clean more in my office and craft room." Right. Now, Awesome Sauce here. Awesome Sauce, let me help you with this. I struggle decluttering clothes, she says. I had a baby last year and don't know my style anymore. I feel frumpy. Similar but different, I will share with you. Much like in that hormonal, oh my God, my body is changing and I don't know who I am anymore, I have gone through and am going through the menopause. My body feels and looks differently than it ever has in the past 45 years, right? And I too have felt the frump, okay? Do the best you can with what you have. Be kind to yourself as you go through this. Love yourself. Endeavor to. I know it's not as easy as it is to say it, but endeavor to love your body exactly how it is right now. And find clothes that look good to you, that don't look frumpy, that feel good on your body so that you feel good. Me, you'll notice, I am turning into, and I don't mind it at all, I wear yoga pants with a pocket in them so I can have my phone on me all the time, a black t-shirt and a hoodie or a sweater. I don't mind that. There are other clothes that I do wear when I'm going out, but I noticed that there were some clothes that made me feel frumpy, and there were some that made me feel not so bad. So get rid of the clothes that make you feel frumpy. Life is too short to feel bad in your body. And if your clothes are making you feel bad in and about your body, get rid of the clothes. Buy some that make you feel good in many ways. And also, if you want to change your body, you can work on that, okay? So, all of us, I could go on for decades about body dysmorphia and relationships with eating and food. I say this to myself as much to you. Endeavor to love your body, and if that's a struggle, see what you can do to change it. But start with the love, okay? Now, embrace motherhood. It's the best, says Sweets from the Heart, you know? Now, I love this. Somebody's inspiring somebody. I got 1 minute. Oh, there we go. Did I say so good, so good? No, that was my Sweet Caroline. That was my Sweet Caroline. So good, not hurt so good. I was doing Sweet Caroline. That's my closest I'll get to being at a Sox game, you know? There we go. Sue says, good start on laundry and clothing sorted with company in the scary basement. Yay! Don't be afraid of your basement. All right. User 4867 says, I have so many clothes and nothing to wear. I need to declutter and get new pants that fit. Write that down. I need new pants that fit. I am very particular. I just ordered some pants. They make me look like a load. I didn't like them. I returned them. Okay? All right. Okay. Now, here we go. Somebody is... Okay. I'm missing some stuff. I apologize. Barbara is saying to Kara that you're inspiring me. I have tons of schoolwork to do, but I'm going to declutter some first. Let me share this with you. The way it works for me is when I declutter, it's easier for me to do my work because I have a surface on which to do it. Okay? So, Susie Lopez, I am temporarily on Instagram. I've been on Instagram for years. I will no longer be publishing on Instagram or Facebook. Okay? So, Lisa's from Rhode Island, and you're from Rhode Island, and it's famous for you. Pencils come from Pennsylvania. Go Google Blossom Dearie. You come from Rhode Island. The cutest damn song ever. It is 7:01. You guys, I have an hour and 59 minutes before I'm going to show up again. If you want to hang out with me, then great. If not, I highly recommend getting on my mailing list because I have so many TikTok lives that I'm doing this week and they're already scheduled. If you want to know when the schedule is, get on my mailing list, destinationdecluttered.com. Go to the bottom of the homepage, sign up for the mailing list, and I will see you when I see you, okay? This has been kind of fun. I can't wait to do it again. I'll see what things look like at 9 p.m., okay? Bye. Boop.